the new Art Attack 10th anniversary video. Yes, this year we're celebrating the 10th series of Art Attack. Isn't that incredible? So to celebrate, I've put together 10 of the best Art Attacks chosen from right back when we began, right up to now. So get ready for a real celebration of fun with art. And coming up first is one of the very first Art Attacks I ever did. Hello and welcome to the Art Attack Kitchen. For today's recipe, you place 2 bags of flour into a plastic washing up bowl, then enough water. Let's mix into that and make it nice and squidgy. You get your hands stuck in, press your hands around, get your fingers stuck in, and you make yourself some dough. Pat it out nice and flat, and then you stick your face in it. For 5 seconds. But you thought I was going to make bread then? Well, actually, I've made a mould of my face, and into that, I'm going to pour some plaster of Paris. I'll tell you how to mix that later on. When I've done that, postcard size piece of card right across the top of the head, just to square it off. And you leave that to dry overnight, and then the next morning, it's the good bit. You peel back the pastry, and there you are. But actually, in this case, it's me. Now, if you've got a few rough edges around your mask, don't worry about it. You can sandpaper them off, because the next step is to decorate it. And what I've got here is acrylic paint. It has to be acrylic paint. You can get that from most art shops. You might even have some in school. I'm just going to slosh it on there, so you can see what I'm doing. It's bright red lips. Yes. Do one eye. Now, if you do your design on paper first, you can actually come up with some quite good effects. How's about your own theatrical mask? This is me. Or if it all goes terribly wrong, don't worry about it. Keep your mask, because you can make your own Frankenstein mask, Frankie Buchanan. Now, when you get really good at it, how's about your own tribal warrior mask, the Buchanan tribe? Or your own Egyptian mummy mask? Yes, here comes the joke. This is my mummy. And then you can make, just to finish it off, your own headdress. How's about that for an Art Attack? Pastry face masks. Do you enjoy drawing faces but have difficulty with the hard parts like the eyes, the nose, the mouth? Well, try one of these. It's a peephole. Brilliant for helping you draw those difficult parts of the face. All you need is a sheet of paper, cut a hole in the middle, any shape or size that you like, and then take a photograph of a face from a magazine, or one of yourself if you've got one, and simply scan the photograph, and through the peephole, put the bit that you want to draw. Now I'm going to try an eye. Then you take this is the bit that you cut out from the peephole, lie it right next to your peephole, and it's simply a case of copying exactly what you can see through the peephole onto your cut out piece of paper. I'm going to start here with the shape of the eye. Now this is a brilliant method. It really works. It helps you draw those parts that you might find a bit difficult to do. And the reason it works is because it draws your attention right into the centre of what's in the peephole. So what we're seeing at the moment is the eye. We're forgetting about the rest of the face. Of course, you don't have to do the eye. You can do any part you like. Got all the flesh colour in there. I've roughly got the shape of the eye. It doesn't matter if you go over onto this part of the paper. There it is, there's the shape. Now I'm going to put this shading in. You can see this line down here. Just draw exactly what you see through the peephole. In fact, sometimes you even forget that you're drawing a part of a face. That's the whole idea. Just bring that shading around there. Put the shadow there. So I'll put that in. Now, the eye itself, I'll do that again with brown. The eyelashes, nice dark brown for them, just around the edge, and around the top they're a bit darker, so I'll press harder. And I'm just drawing exactly what I can see through the peephole. Now, the good bit, middle of the eye, so I'm just going to do around the edge of the iris, make it nice and black, which usually have a black ring around the edge, and then the colour of the iris itself. Blue goes, just drawing exactly what I can see through that peephole. And then the middle bit, which is the pupil, great tip this, always put those shiny bits right on the edge of the pupil, because it gives you drawing life. There it is. A little bit of kind of bloodshot corner there. Pretty tired eyes. And a little bit of shading just around the edge of the eye. And there it is. Not a bad job, even though I say so myself. And of course, you can take away your peephole, put your picture over the top, just to see how good it really is. Try it yourself. Pick any part of the face, give yourself a peephole attack. If you have seen Art Attack, you know this is the place where we have fun with art and go wild with paint. Just watch this. Great effect, and you can do it as small as you like. Come and have a look at this. Now just take some of this ready mixed poster paint that you get in a bottle and just squidge a little dollop out onto your paper. And get another colour and go round it in a circle. It's blowing bubbles at me there. That's it. And then another colour. And go round another circle. And another colour. And go round that again in a circle. You can use as many colours as you like actually. Then take one of these cocktail sticks or a straw, and this is the good bit. Start in the centre, just flick out, going right through all the circles, just flick really hard. And there it is, slowly but surely, in front of your eyes. And it creates a sort of Mad Catherine wheel. Great effect, very easy to do, and you can do it as small as you like, or as big as you like. you, like me, one of those terrible untidy people who can never find where you've put things, what we need is the complete filing system. And here it is. Come and have a look at this. Take one of these cardboard envelope files that you can get from any stationery shop, or in fact you could use an old one, and just carefully prise apart the glued edges down the side. And there's your file. Now if you're just going to make one file, you only need one of these. But if you're going to make a complete filing system, then keep this one as a template to draw around onto some other pieces of paper. Now you can use any type of paper for this. Newspaper, scrap paper, wallpaper. It doesn't have to be good paper. And then take each file and decide what the file's going to be. Now in this case, it's going to be a hobby file. And my hobby is sport. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pictures that I've torn out of magazines, just coloured pictures there, nice and shiny, of different sports. And I've torn them out in interesting shapes. You don't have to tell me, you can cut them out. I'm just going to paste them onto the cardboard, onto the file itself, using PVA glue. Now this, again, it's just the ordinary white school glue you get in the Squidgy bottles. Now you probably notice here, I'm also pasting over the pictures. Well, that's all part of this technique. In fact, I think this technique is called découpage, which is French for découpage. And just keep building up your file, putting more pictures onto it, and just stick the pictures onto your file, front and back, both sides. And when you've completely covered it in PVA glue, leave it to dry overnight, and it should look something like that. Look at that. And you can see why I pasted the glue over the pictures, because you've got this nice shiny finish where the PVA glue has gone hard, and it's made it sort of really rugged, and it's protected it nicely there. So fold the file back into shape, and then you glue it down the original edges that were glued. Glue down there, leave that to dry, and when that's completely dry, you will have, there it is, a hobby file. You can just slot magazine pictures or press cuttings of your favourite hobby inside your hobby file. Now if it's going to be part of the complete file system, what you need to do is attach a coat hanger to the top flap. So just threading it on up to that crease there. I'll just stick a bit of tape on there just to show you how it's done. You can make more of a neat job out of it. So that's the first file, and then if you thread some string through the bottom of the file, because these files all have holes at the bottom, just thread the string through, or you can use ribbon, which you can tape it as well, and just tie it at the bottom. And I'll just do a quick knot to show you. Bring the next file in when you make that. In this case, it's a comic file. Look at that, to keep the old comics in. I'm just going to thread that up through the string.